Changing out the heater core on the 81 Chevy. Say hi, Zach. That's my son, Zach. This is Big Zach and young Zach here. BZ, LZ trucks, custom. And this is the 81 Chevy K10. And we're changing out the heater core. And we started recording late. Here we go. This is where we're at so far. We had to cut these bolts off. Somebody rhino lined it. That one, and that one. Okay, we had to cut them off with a hacksaw. But those are what go through the firewall, and they connect to the plastic heater box that's behind the glove compartment inside the cab. Those right here and right here are the ports to your actual heater core on the opposite side, the firewall there. That's what those go to. And they're all one piece. Those ports, they get connected to these two hoses here and here. And for the time being, all we did was disconnect them and place them over here out of the way. Now, go in there. Let's show inside the cab. Yeah.
What are you guys working on?
The heater core replacement.
Heater core.
There's the heater box.
Yeah.
The holes that we cut the bolts out of are right there. Right. Nope, that one didn't have one. It's supposed to have one, but it didn't have one. And then the other one, the last one, is back there. Okay. And then next thing is getting these lever cables off. And there's another screw that we pulled out that's right there. It's back there. Getting the glove box out's easy. Then this cable here on this lever cable here that's also attached to that. Okay. We got that off. And those are actually held on by these tiny washer things. Do you have that washer? The tiny washer? Let's see it. Those things. It's metal. And it goes over the top of those. Goes over the top of those lever cables and holds on those cables. So we're taking those cables off of those posts, and we are also taking the nuts out of those little clasping bracket things that hold all that crap together. And then this heater box is gonna come right out of there, and we're gonna get to the heater core. We'll be right back. There she is. Heater box and heater core out. As you can see, this is the original, and there's lots of shit going on right here. Lots of stuff going on, I guess. I have to edit that. Here's inside. And yeah, there it is. She came right out once you got the cables off and these screws out. Whole thing just popped right out, no problemo.
I think it's these. The inside out ones.
No, it doesn't go deep that deep. It's just, you see this band right here? That metal band?
Yeah.
It's right here, running across the face of that. And it goes down. There's a screw down at the bottom, and that's a bracket that's holding the bottom of this thing in there. And it's nearly loose, but it still has one more screw. Right there. Oh. See? Before the heater core just fell out. But we're gonna prove our theory. Zoom in on this, see? See it? In there. We need to retrieve that final bolt. There we go. We're on it now. Give me a good angle. Give me a good angle on that so the people can see what I'm doing. So those of you out there struggling with your 81 Chevy heater core, that's the bracket. Holds the bottom of it in there. Put that over there with the rest of this. Here's the OG. Man, look at that beauty. Man, I wonder where it's leaking. Oh, down here, I guess. From the looks of it, where that green stuff is built up would be, I guess, maybe where it was leaking. I don't know. Here's the top bracket. That's this hose thing, or this rubber thing. This is the seal, the gasket. And I had a really hard time finding any of this stuff to replace it, so we're gonna keep this thing, as crappy as it is, just because it might be all we get to use.
Is this one of those rubber seals you were talking about?
Alright, go ahead and turn the camera off for now. Alright, so inside here, it's all emptied out, and you can see that it's all nice and soggy from the leak. And even looks like some probably got inside the rhino liner there, and moisture in there just wreaking havoc. But anyway, so I'm gonna cut this thing off somewhere here nice and clean, this padding, but I'm gonna try to maintain it so that I can use its holes as like a stencil for a new piece. All right, so cut part of the firewall insulation out that we'll be replacing. Discovered some pretty good sized rust holes right there. That one's not, that one's a bolt hole, but this is rust deteriorated. And gonna try to do something about that here while we got that exposed, and then spray some rust inhibitor that's gonna last a long time on that once we maybe reinforce it a little bit or something. And then the new heater pad will come, and we'll cut it to size. Got the old piece right here, and we'll cut the stencil out and whatnot based off of this. That's why we're hanging on to this for now.